Hi children, welcome back to the magic world of daffodils. All are fine? Okay, do you remember what we learned in the last episode? Yeah, singular and plural forms of verbs. And do you know what we are going to learn today? Don't know? Today I am going to show you a video. Let's watch it.
Tense Part 1. Hi friends! Today I am going to tell you about my friend. Can you see one girl here? This is Meenu. She wakes up early in the morning. She studies well. Yesterday she came to my house. Tomorrow we will go to the park. And when I told about my friend, some of the words were highlighted in another color. Did you notice that words? So we can check that words once more. Are you ready?
First one is wakes up. Second one is studies. Third one came. Fourth one is will go. And the first two verbs are showing that action is taken place every day. Isn't it? Yeah. And the third verb shows that she came yesterday to my house. Came yesterday means that thing is already over. Fourth one, will go. We will go to the park tomorrow. So that will happen. That will happen in future. So we can understand one thing that the verbs will also show in the time of an action. Today we are going to learn about this thing. If a verb is showing the time of an action, it is known as tenses. And the word tense means time.
Tenses are mainly of three types: past tense, present tense, future tense. Past tense means what's already happened. Present tense, what's happening now is known as present tense. Future tense, what will happen tomorrow, what will happen in future is known as future tense.
So today we are going to learn about present tense. And this present tense also again classified into four. First one is simple present tense. Second one, present continuous tense. Third one, present perfect tense. And fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. And we are concentrating on simple present tense.
Simple present tense. Simple present tense tells about habitual actions or permanent truth.
So, do you know where we are using this simple present tense? We are using this simple present tense to show habitual actions and permanent truth. There are some other uses also, but that you will learn in the higher classes. Now we are going to learn about habitual actions and permanent truths. What's meant by habitual actions? You have a habit of brushing your teeth twice a day. Yeah, that's a habit. So that's a habitual action. I brush my teeth twice a day. That's a habit. There we can use which tense? Simple present tense. And permanent truth means it will not won't change. The earth is round. The shape of an earth is round. So it's a permanent truth. It will never change. So these kind of situations we can use which tense? Simple present tense. So now I will give you some examples. Let's take it. Okay.
Our first example is the sun rises in the east. In this sentence, I used simple present tense. Do you know why? Yeah, it's a permanent fact. The sun rises in the east is a general truth that's happening every day. What's our next example? We drink a lot of water during summer. What's the verb in this sentence? Drink. And the verb drink belongs to which tense? Simple present tense. Why did I use simple present tense? Yeah, it's a habit. During summer season, we drink plenty of water. It's a habit. So, we can use simple present tense. All of you brush your teeth twice a day? Yeah, our next example is Holu brushes his teeth twice a day. What's the verb in this sentence? Yeah, brushes. And it belongs to simple present tense. Why did I use simple present tense? It's a habit. Dear children, what all things are making a person healthy? Healthy foods, and the important thing is exercise. Here, can you see one person? Yeah, that's Mr. John. Our next example is Mr. John jogs every day in the morning. What's the verb in this sentence? Jogs. And it's a simple present tense. Why did I use simple present tense? Yeah, it's a habit of that person. For indicating habitual actions, we can use simple present tense. Dear children, do you like to have a coffee or tea in the morning? Do you know which tense we can use to show likes and dislikes? Yeah, simple present tense. Your next example is I like coffee. What's the verb in this sentence? Like. Here, which tense I used? Simple present tense. Because when we want to show likes and dislikes, we can use simple present tense.
Dear children, now we've got so many examples. And when you're getting these examples, did you notice one thing? Here, in all these sentences, the subject and the verb should be friends. They should never be enemies. Means, if the subject is a singular noun, the verb also should be singular. Or, if the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. Here in the first sentence, the sun rises. The sun is a singular subject, isn't it? There is only one sun, so it's a singular subject. So we used a singular verb, rises. And the second one, we. It's a plural subject. So we have to use a plural verb, drink. So when we are using present tense, we have to check if the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. And if the subject is plural, the verb will also be plural. In the last class, I told you about the helping verbs in English. Do you remember that? So here I am going to introduce the be forms of verbs. Which are the be forms of verbs? Am, is, was, are, were. And among these, three are present tense. Do you know which are they? Yeah, am, is, are. These three verbs are used as present tense. So now we are going to check the examples of these three verbs. Okay?
First example is I'm a boy. Here, which helping verb I used? Yeah, am. Because with I, we will always use am in the simple present tense. The next example is the earth is round. Here, I used is. Can you say me why did I use is? Yeah, the subject is a singular noun. So we have to use a singular verb. Is a singular verb and it's in simple present form. Next one is you are very genius. Here, which verb I used? Are, because you is a plural subject. So we have to use are and it's in simple present tense. Our next example is they are my cousins. And here, which verb I used? Yeah, are, because they is a plural subject and we are telling about a fact. They are my cousins. So, we have to use simple present tense. Our next example is we are thick friends. Here, I used are because it's in simple present form and the subject is plural.
Now I am going to introduce another family of helping verbs. They are has, have and had. In these also two of them are used as present tense. Which are they? Yeah, has and have. The verbs has and have are used as present tense. So now we can check the examples of those verbs.
The verbs has and have always show possession. Here our first example is I have a beautiful flower means she owns a beautiful flower at the time of she is talking with us. So it's true at that moment. So we can use simple present tense. And can you say me why did I use the verb have? Yeah, the subject is I. With the subject I, we will always use have. Next one is she has a kitten. Here I used has because she is a singular subject. So we have to use has.
The next family I am going to introduce is do, does and did. Among these also two of them are present tense. Can you say me which are they? Yeah, do and does. The verbs do and does belongs to present tense.
The helping verbs do and does we are using in simple present tense for making questions, and The verb do we will use with plural nouns and does we will use with singular nouns. Here our first example is, do you have two pencils? What's the verb I used here? Do. Our last example is, does he complete his work? Here, which verb I used? Does.
Dear children, what did we learn today? Yeah, simple present tense. And where we are using these tense? For showing habitual actions and permanent truth. All of you understood today's topic? Thank you.
Dear friends, did you enjoy today's class? You want to get more videos like this? If you want to get more videos like this, please subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.